Hello and welcome to episode 108 of our Midlands map. Yes, episode a lot. We have a lot of episodes, we've done a lot of work on our Midlands map. Today we're starting off with something a little different. We're sat outside of Wolverhampton's football ground, Molineux, watching our newly entered bus service with an interesting name. And in the bottom corner there, we have Jessica Taylor. A few of you were interested in how Jessica gets on. She's still heading to work. You see we've got the mouse cursor there, which I don't normally do. However, I want to click over to... She's got a job. She works in Wolverhampton, although she has decided to go by car. Can't blame her, as we've had a few issues with our services recently as we changed them. But... well, it would be interesting to see how she gets along with the new service that we've added, the bus service. Although she does live in Bilston. I'm not sure that will affect her at all. But she does have a job. Congratulations, Jessica. And she'll no doubt be standing at the station for another year. She doesn't have anywhere to go shopping yet. That's unfortunate. However, we're going to bring up the UI fairly rapidly today, as we've got some interesting things to have a go at. There's a plane in the distance, lovely. As you can see, it is September 1988, so we've got some new trains unlocking shortly. More new trains, plenty of those to have a look at, and we're going to get the electrification of the Cross City line underway today. That's going to pose some difficulties, and I'm going to share it with you for the first time, as you'll be able to see what sort of issues do arise when you're trying to when you're trying to electrify an existing route that you've detailed. Yeah, certain tricks of the trade do cause some issues when it goes to upgrading mainly stations. In 1993 was the actual electrification of the Cross City line, so we're a bit ahead of schedule, perhaps. I don't know. We're going to leave it playing and see if we can complete our electrification by 1993. I hope so. More about that soon. We've got this section of our map that I'm interested in, which is why I'm talking a little bit today. They have stopped building, haven't they? They have stopped building because they've started to build over the road, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. There we go. It is October 3rd now, or 4th. I'm not going to keep saying... Don't say the day. It goes too fast. Even at times 4 slower. There we go. People are on the bus. That's fantastic. They're building across the road, which means by the end of the episode we might be able to finish off the detailing here, and it'd be permanent. Fingers crossed. Maybe. Anyhow, details. Do you have a shop yet? No, you don't. If we go back to Jessica's details here, her move preference is fast, so she's going to be looking for the quickest route to places, and that will be time limited as opposed to price limited. There we go. We'll see where she goes. Is she actually going to get the train? She's getting the EVGA train service, which... is... where are you? There you are. Is that it? It is it. Should we make this shorter? I don't know. I still don't know what length this train should be in real life. It's only 6 car at the moment, so it should be okay. We have our other little 313 service there. But anyway, Cross City line. We have some 321s that were unlocked, if you'll remember, in the previous episode. And I would like to put them on. They are not rare to the Midlands, the 321 or the 3214s, more specifically. They were used on the West Coast Main Line. In fact, we do have the line they were used on, which would be this one, that goes via Northampton. It does go through Rugby, so we might have to put the 321s on there as well. We do have the service. It would have been London Midland back in the day. Either London Midland or, interestingly, I was researching this, if you couldn't tell. Interestingly, Network Southeast actually ran to Birmingham back in the day. I was a little surprised about that. I believe we do have Network Southeast livery as well. In fact, this is Northampton. We've got a freight train there. Which one is it? Can't remember which one's hauling this. Are you going to turn around yet? I don't think so. Oh, of course, yes, it's one of our new trains in EWS livery. Oh, you're at the other end now. There goes our... We'll replace the 313s. So if we go up here, we'll see our new train. We got a warning up here. Road vehicle 75. What is that? Oh, we're going to have to replace some of our trucks. We can do that. We can do that as well. We should get on with the electrification though shortly. I do like that train. I like the little clicking sound. So yes, the trains that the 321s replaced were short-lived, which would represent our 313s quite nicely, not being on the line for long. But the 321s are more suited to running this line, so we'll do that as well. I don't know what colour we'll have them. We don't have them in Network Southeast, so we won't be able to do that. I really found it interesting that they ran this far out. Is this train that we have stopping here? Where is it? It's the one that does the little shuttle. It's representing the Croydon service, I think. East Croydon to Milton Keynes. Isn't that in Network Southeast? It might possibly be. Let's have a look. Details. If we go to replacement, right, we can probably have a look. Pretty sure they're in Network Southeast. We could change the train. Have a look at another one. Multiple units. Let's have a look. We actually have Network Southeast 421s, although the 421s didn't run on there. That would be fairly fitting, considering they did run this far out. Do we have any others that are in network that are diesel? Right, multiple units. Well, they could be electric now, couldn't they? It doesn't have to be diesel. Depends if we have the livery. We don't. Well, that's fine. Do you know what? Let's just change this 421, even though they didn't exist. We at least get the right livery. I'll take it. Right. So we'll remove the current one. Where's the window gone? You're hidden behind there. We don't want to add more, do we? What are these? Are they a 4-car? They are a 4-car. Let's just go with the 4-car then. We'll replace now. I don't think many people are using it. And then we'll have the actual livery. That might help for this turnaround point. This is it going off to Croydon. What it does is turn around there. So now you got a smaller one. Brilliant. The little light comes on at the front. Correct livery. It does look good, doesn't it? I like that. Alright guys, I've been putting it off because I know we're going to have a bit of a headache. Possibly. I don't know. It might surprise me. We might actually get it in and it not be a problem, and then we can add our 321s. They didn't run on the cross city line, I don't think. They would have been 323s, although they didn't appear until 1994, a year after the electrification was completed. The reason being was reliability. Yes. Why does that not surprise anybody? They were temporarily replaced with 304s, 308s and 310s. It was a mixed bag on the cross city line in the first year of electrification. Anyhow, you've got to do it, sir. You've got to do it. You've got to electrify it. So we're going to switch to our electrification tool. As you can see, a lot of it is not electrified. Are we going to have an issue straight away? I hope not. It costs nothing for us, as we have the no cost mod enabled. Well, our first section went in. That's pleasant. Second section, it's going to lag a little bit as it gets to the stations, as it does a lot of redrawing. Okay, you're doing it, are you? This is surprising, but I'll take it. We don't need to electrify that section, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. In fact, I'm not even sure whether it was ever electrified, but we will do this section. Oh yes, we're going to hear all the train horns right now. We've still got our Class 101s running it. And, again, which is rather apt, they did replace some aging diesels. I would say a Class... oh, I thought it messed up then. A Class 101 is quite old. Or it would have been in 1988, that's for sure. Can we get this done? We won't know for sure until we finally put an electric train on. We need to do the signals as well. Ooh, ooh, the lag is real. Okay, we're going to electrify all this because it's going to be needed to be done. Which ones do we electrify and which ones don't we? If we leave certain ones out, that could work. Oh, here we go. We got our first collision, guys. Our first collision, which doesn't make the most amount of sense. What are you colliding with? It might be the roads here. Because we do have some fencing work going on. It just depends where it's colliding. This is the sort of issues you face when you've detailed. I think I can see it. It's this bit of fencing right here. If we hover over it there, look, it's highlighting it in red. If we delete this tiny bit of fence here, fingers crossed, that'll give us no collision, and we're in. As the trains sing along there with us. Yep, you're going to keep doing that. I don't know why you're doing it. It must be resetting their pathing. It's amazing. Alright, focus. Calm yourself. You're getting overly excited at all the horns. Right then. We're in there. Do we need that one? We do, don't we? We need this section here. I mean, we could have that section as well. That would make sense. I'm going to leave the depot entry unelectrified. De-electrified, unelectrified. That sort of. Right, let's try this. Alright. Do you know, it might be just teasing me at the moment. Because this is going a bit too well. And I'm concerned. We are going to electrify that little section there. As we do have a service that turns round over there. We'll go and scoot under the bridge as all the sounds continue. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think we'll do it? Do you think we'll get electrified and nothing will go... Oh, look at that. You already done that station. That's exciting. Well, we're nearly into 1989. Look at that. This is going to be electrified. I like it. Will you go in fine? Oh, what you're doing it there? Of all the places. Yes, I know why this is an issue. When you've got a staggered station such as this, you can have some issues. What you can do is delete the sections of track after it. We should pause quickly for this. I know I said let it run, but sometimes the little bits of track will not be happy. Yeah, still got a couple more. Maybe that one and that one. We'll just do them all. Hopefully you go in. There we go. They kind of overlap just a smidgen, and that will cause you some issues. Right, we need to get this same track. I'm gonna get, I don't know what we're using out here actually. What speed is it? Just standard 75. That kind of works. We'll take that. Standard 75. Do we have that anywhere? Somewhere. It's probably just that, but we'll use this one here. We do want it electrified. Slide that one back in there and do the same out here. Oh, that's not looking pretty, is it? This one's the leading track, I believe, so we'll do it that way round. And we'll connect up like that. Right, let's go back to the tool. It's not too bad so far, is it? It's not too bad. That should be alright, he says. Apparently it's not. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got a junction just here, which can cause some issues. Hope you weren't enjoying your house. Oh, look, let's squeeze in an official episode. I'm out of practice. I've not said it in a couple of episodes. And we'll redraw the road for them. Oh, not like that, though. In fact, could you... Oh, I don't know where you want to go. Oh, that was terrible. In fact, can we get rid of that? We'll redraw this from here. I wouldn't mind there being a little bit more... We've not really done the roads here. So I want a little bit more of an entry road, like a station road. And then we can go from there, maybe. No, not enough. Well, let's go further out than we need to go with the right road. And then we'll do it from, say, here on either side. Make a little crossroads. There we go. Get that up there. Slide that in there. We don't mind losing buildings. We can then get rid of that section. It's a little tidier anyway. Not the correct layout, as I've said. More official episode. Smoothing galore. Right, now can we do it? I shouldn't have really put the road back in before I upgraded the track, but I did, and it worked, so we're lucky. All right, that's that section done. Let's do that large section there. How about you? Oh, you're not going to work, are you? We've got an issue, guys. And that is because of the station I used. But we might be able to upgrade it. I'm actually going to save that till last, and I'm going to... Well, not till last, but once I've done all this section. We'll have the little stable there. Oh, I don't know whether... Actually, we've gone a bit far, haven't we? That is the last station of the Cross City line. Let's undo that, which should be fairly straightforward. I don't know whether it's electrified past here, so we'll get rid of all that. What we might do, though, is keep this section here electrified in case we want to make up a backstory for that. Well, this is a little unfortunate, isn't it? Because this is the last station. I do not believe any of the Cross City lines go further than... What is this? Bromsgrove. Is that the last one? Yeah, Bromsgrove. We'll leave it like that then. We have a little electrified section there. Let's go and upgrade it via the upgrade button. Hopefully it works. If not, we're going to have to do a little bit of fancy. Electrification, yes, apply. Does it just work? Well, I mean, it worked, so that's good. The outside line isn't electrified. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of options in this one, isn't there? It's the advanced station. We have to electrify the main and the A side. And do we have to electrify the B side? Yes, we do. Okay, now we should be fully electrified. Now you've got dangerous overhead wires. They're quite tall. All right, press play. We're nearly into 1989. I don't know if we've got anything due. If we go into the electrification tool, we should... Oh, it doesn't show you. They must use an older method for these. That's fine. Okay, we're going to go all the way back to Birmingham now. Luckily, Birmingham and a small section of the Cross City line is already electrified. We don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, yep, and it's electrified up there. So this is the section we need to be concerned about. We've already got collisions. That's worrying. Yeah, again, it's the junction, isn't it? We do have some new... Oh, my word. Is that what I think it is? Look up there. We have the East Midlands Class 156 Sprinter. That's going in. That is absolutely going in. I'm a bit worried about the blue no icon-y ones. Those look nice, don't they? These 156s, we've got a bunch of Sprinters there. And regional northern. Oh, there they go. Right. Lots of things to do today. We're going to have to sort this little section of road out before we go ahead and electrify this station. It should be fine. We'll delete that. Pause it again. We've got our new trains. All right, we got it in. We got it in. That's fine. Let's not forget to do this section back here as we thread our way where the Spaghetti Junction would be, around about here somewhere. We won't be recreating that in too much detail because we just don't have the roads for it. Right, let's continue. No, let's not continue. Join your roads back up. In fact, could we have like the little pathway one? That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Instead of the actual road. I would like it to go that way. If need be, we could also add some fences, right? Because they still work, as they did back in front of Molineux. Although we will go back and check on the state of Molineux very shortly. Definitely do that. Press play again. We're going to keep going. I mean, what? We're almost into the 1990s. We're a little ahead of schedule. Or a lot ahead of schedule. That's kind of nice though, right? By the time we've done some more detailing and expanded our network, this one I'm a little bit worried about. But it's okay. Alright. Do you know, I will say this is surprising me a little bit. That one went in seamlessly. This did as well. Alright. Okay, looks like we're going to get 3-2. Oh, don't get excited yet. I've just realised there is one station I am a little bit worried about. Don't electrify the ballast. Oh, that... Ah, yes. Right, we need to figure out a way to encompass that little section. There we go. If you get a little bit you can't quite click on. If you zoom out a touch and then remove the electrification and then put it back in, it tends to fix it. It tends to. The more you zoom out, the more it will electrify, you see. There you go. So you can do it quite quickly. However, I'm a bit worried. You remember this one does cause some issues. So before we do that, I'm going to save it again. I know. I've got no nerve, have I? No bottle. Alright, that is saved. So if it does crash, let's do this station first. It's in. It's in. It didn't crash. We got it in, guys. Alright. I believe that might be the final place. I'm not sure. I don't think it goes beyond Lichfield. What would this be? Lichfield, Trent Valley, right? The upper portion of it. Ah, now we've got the same issue here with a station that uses the older format for stations. Definitely not electrifying that. So will this be fine? We have just saved it, so we'll run with it. Electrification. Apply that. Did that do them? No, that did none of the things. Okay. Electrification, main electrified. Obviously it's not main, it must be just the B side and the A side possibly. A side electrification. Let's have a look at that. There we go. Yes, we're in. We should be fully electrified. There's only one way to find out. We're going to take this one as our experiment. This is the Cross City line. The Redditch one is the one that does all the things. You'll see we've done all of the stops there. What it does is it represents multiple layouts of the Cross City line where sometimes it skips and sometimes it doesn't. And that's what that represents there. It's crazy. Are people using it? Yes. Well, there's your answer. 35 people are on board. Details. If we go to finances, you'll see that sometimes they use it and other times they don't, which might be when the other versions of the Cross City line that go to Bromsgrove, and there's 3 different types there rather than one big line representing multiple services. We can hit play. Let's get our replacement on. This is where it all unfolds as we realise what did I have on? 5 car? I don't know what length these ones. I think they're 4 car, so we'll probably just stick with those. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, it might all come undone as we find out that we haven't quite electrified everything. Now, there we go. We have different versions of these. We have the 4 and 8 car. In orange, it's colouring them. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? We're going to get class 321 with orange. So that was 5 car, was it? Should we just do them all as 4? I'm a little bit worried that an 8 car might be too long. Does it say the length of the train anywhere? Not at the moment. If we add it there, it's 165 metres. Let's try it. Let's try it. It's either going to work or it isn't. Should we see? I mean, what we could have done there, really. You're waiting at the signals. That's probably your last journey. I want to make sure that we've got no issues first before we go electrifying everything. I can see that's not a class 321. What is that? Oh yeah, we had this temporary one, didn't we? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that sounds good. There he goes. He's a bit shiny. There goes an 8 car. 321. He's not bad, is he? I like him. Oh, there's another one. It would be easy to tell which is which now, wouldn't it? Absolutely. I don't know whether the Redditch one should be 8 car or 4 car, though. I'm going to say 8 is a bit too long. Yeah, we're going to replace them for the 4 car. I think that will be more fitting. Which means we can just get this, go here, multiple electric. We're going to stick with 4 car. Add that, replace now. It sounds good. And then they'll be a little bit shorter. Now that we have the Redditch line, which means all of Redditch should be happily electrified, these will get a bit smaller. Yeah, they're very short stations, aren't they? I think the 4 car will be absolutely perfect. Let's see. You're going to pull in now. Yeah, there's the 4. And you're going to shrink, aren't you? Did I hit replace now? I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. You worked, though. You did work. Let's see if we can come down here and see it. See it drive away. Ooh, the horn sounds brilliant. Away he goes. There we go. Class 321. Now running on the electrified, brand new electrification of the Cross City line. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and start changing the others then. Replacements. The aging diesels are being removed. I mean, it's a little sad to see the Class 101 vanish, but at the same time, it's nice to get these on, even though they're not totally the correct train. This is where we get to see whether all the way to Bromsgrove is running fine. We've also got these running, haven't we? Side by side, we've got 313s. What is this one? That is the Bromsgrove to Four Oaks. So let's replace that one. That's a 3 car. We don't have 3 cars. Electric. We could technically run one of these other ones as well, like 318s. It didn't have a 318, it had 310s. I don't think we have 310s. And I don't think we have 304s or 308s available to us. No, we don't. So what we can do... do you know, because we've got the... what was the other one we got on there? It's this, isn't it? Oh, don't colour that orange. It just colours the whole thing. Oh, that's interesting. We could put a 313 on, right? In orange for one of these. Because it was a mix of trains. It was like a mixed bag. That might be cool. We could do that. It's a 3 car as well. There we go. Add that. Replace now, yes. So we'll have 313s, 321s, and whatever the other one is. We've got another one up there. I do like these. There you go, 321. You can see all the people in there. Oh, the sounds are lovely, aren't they, for that? I love those. I love those. There we go, guys. That's our new Cross City line. Have I forgot any? We'll find out shortly, won't we? Because we'll see the 101s chugging along still, if we've missed any, which I think we might have done. There's a 321. We've got this one. Is this the Cross City line? I don't know what this one is. This is the West Midlands Railway, Hereford, Birmingham New Street to Hereford. Well, we'll leave that. I kind of like that. One thing I did notice when I was looking up and researching, I was researching various things for later on in the series, including the 220 Voyagers being introduced, mainly cross-country, and they used to run with Class 47s and Mark II coaches, which is something we've got. So I might have to go and check to see if any of our... This is too far now, isn't it? Yeah, we're up here now. If we've got any cross-country services running currently, before the Voyagers are introduced, we can have HSTs, the short ones, and we can also have... We're going to go back down here so you can spot any 101s. We can also have the 47s running with Mark II coaches as well. But that is kind of cool. Here comes our through train. I don't know why you're using that. I think that is correct, though, that they'll be using that line to pass through. Where are we? Kings Norton. Of course it's Kings Norton. It looks like they've done a little work here. They ruined some of my scenery. It's because I haven't fenced this off, you see, either side. So they must have built a house here at some point. It's alright. We can recolour that in nicely. There we go. Put a few more trees there. Lovely. And not one of them was an oak. That's nice. I think we're good, guys. We are good. We have the Cross City line now running electrified Class 321s. They sound absolutely wonderful. I will say that. And there was another service, wasn't there, that could possibly be changed to a Class 321 that stops at Northampton, I'm looking for. Is that Northampton? This is Northampton. This service that stops at Northampton and goes to Birmingham New Street. I believe it might be this one. London Euston to Birmingham New Street. Be a shame to get rid of the 313s. And did I say 313 to replace them with? I meant 321s if I did accidentally say that. These can be the 8 car, though. Maybe 12. And they can be in... what green would it be? It'd be that one, right? Add. Quick, replace now before he gets there. Replace now. Is that a bit garish, that green? We can always pick it up. Change it. Oh, that kind of works, doesn't it? That kind of works. There we go. That train would have been running this service back in the day. And we've got the door sounds there. Sound fantastic as well. And this is the sound I like when it's pulling away on the horn. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Away it goes. It's going a bit slower because it does have enforced speed limits that we put in with our track tools. There goes another 321 running the correct service, and that keeps it all nice and varied down here. It's all being upgraded, guys. It's all being upgraded. You are going to be changed soon. I don't know whether to go with a darker one. We can see, can't we, with this one? Where are you? Well, you've gone in a tunnel now. That's unfortunate. But when you come out the tunnel, there you are. It looks a bit southern at the moment, more than London Northwestern. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You can colour them as they're moving. Just hold your horses a second. We go here. Maybe that one's a little better. I kind of do like that one. We've got this green as well. Ooh, do you know that one's kind of right, isn't it? Let's have that one. There we go. Got that one instead. That one looks right to me. I mean, it shouldn't be this sort of livery pattern, but we're running with it because that's what we got. There goes our 313 on its last journey up to Northampton, and then that will change. We'll head back to here, and this one's looking almost identical. Or that's a possible one, isn't it? The one to Crewe. I don't think they operate to Crewe though. I didn't see anything about them running to Crewe, so we'll keep the 313 on there for now. Yeah, until we get selection of more trains. We're not getting much done, are we, in the expansion of the network? However, upgrading to electrified lines was something we knew was going to happen. And I did want to share the cross-city line with you. If we had any issues. We had a few, but they were easy to resolve. So hopefully, if you have the same problems when you come to electrifying your lines, you've learned something today. Hopefully. Or it works for you at the very least. I don't know what happened to Jessica. We've lost her now. Talking of which, this should get a bit busier now, shouldn't it? That'd be lovely. Oh, I was going to say talking of which, and then I drifted, didn't I? What was I going to say? Well, you don't know, do you? You can't guess. Well, you could guess. What was I going to say? Jessica, yes. What I would love in... Where are you going? What I would love in Transport Fever 2, whether it could be modded in, I don't really mind if it's a moddable option, is an address book. That would be really lovely. I think I've said it before. But, I mean, it makes no difference to gameplay, really. It's a little quality of life thing, but where you could save people between saves, so you could come back to them and see what they're doing in their day-to-day lives as you improve the network. I mean, I say it's not really a gameplay thing, but it kind of is, isn't it? If you're targeting someone and you want that person to get on the bus or train, and they're currently either walking or taking their own car, having them then switch to your network at some point in the future is kind of satisfying, isn't it? Gratifying. Which one would be better used? Satisfying or gratifying? Either or? I don't know. Right then, talking of now this is electrified, and when we add this next train in, because I did see a sneaky little East Midlands trains up here. Train. We're going to have a new save game. I'll upload that today for Sunday, so you can grab that out of the description below this video. Crossing over, this is it. You know what these are being replaced with, don't you? Absolutely. Diesels, get down here. We're actually going to have East Midlands trains. Look at that, guys. Possibly the right train too. So let's take a look at these. Oh, that's better. You got blacked out windows. Oh, that looks the business, doesn't it? Oh, it's beautiful. What you got on here? Hang on, pause. I saw writing. It's going to Nottingham. Well, then we've got a nice look. We've got a nice close-up of a 37 there as well. So you're going to Nottingham. I mean, it's Leicester to Lincoln, but that works, doesn't it? Class 156, 156. 156 sounds better. Oh, you got your smoke going up there as well. Oh, that's wonderful. Does that look the part? It does, doesn't it? We're all sorts of getting Midlandsy now. Yes, Midlandsy. Oh, these poor old buses. We don't really have any mini shuttle buses type things to replace them with. Look at how many people. Goodness me, that is a lot of people. Can you all fit on here? That's going to be a squeeze, isn't it? You're all getting on. Everybody got on. It does hold 26. It's probably about right for a little mini shuttle thing. Do we have anything? I mean, we could replace it with an actual, like, full-size bus, but all the pictures I saw of that bus were definitely like the smaller shuttles. No, we don't really. A motorbike, that's where we can replace it with. Someone had the bizarre idea to replace all of our buses with motorbikes, or just the entire map. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Wasn't there one for trains as well, where you could have motorbikes on? We need to do a truck too, don't we? I heard really cool door sound then. Oh, it's this one. It's the new class 156. That sounded good, didn't it? Oh, bit juddery there. Ooh, what's this like inside? I want to hear the sounds as well, don't we? We have a little bit of a cab ride. We've not had one in a while. Which means we probably had one in the last episode. I don't think so, though. Do you know, I like this. Oh, I've got an excite now that we've got actual East Midlands train. I almost said West Midlands trains. I don't think that's ever been a thing. But an East Midlands train. That's amazing. Oh, there's the DMU representing cross country. I don't think that would have been pulled by... Possibly wouldn't have been, would it? Pulled by a class 47, although... That is what happened back in the day. Should we see? Replacements. What could we possibly replace this with? We could replace it with a different diesel multiple unit. Kind of give it an upgrade, like a Pacer. Yes, Greater Manchester, that wouldn't work. Network Northwest, maybe. There's a regional railways, 2-car. Could have a 4-car Great Western. It's a bit weird for cross-country, but we don't really have cross-country. We have Anglia Railways there as well. What's this one? Ooh, which one's which? Which one's the new one? Striking green. Are they two different ones? Oh, do you know? Should we add it? Let's add a couple of these. I know, it's not really anywhere near cross-country. But I do want to have a look at the Great Western Railway version of that train. At least the livery, anyway. I don't know whether I've picked the newer one or the older one. We'll find out in a second. Hopefully it all doesn't crash, because that would be upsetting. Wrong word. Just be awkward. I could just go and put the other trains back on, though. We have saved it a few times. Go on. Get on there. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So that's our cross-country service. Is currently being run by Great Western Railway. GWR. Congratulations on temporarily getting that that license. Would it be a license? Oh, something like that. Yes, well, you've got the route. Something you wouldn't really see out here. But it's nice to have a look at them. We'll replace that with something different after we've let it run for a time. It does look good, that one, doesn't it? That definitely looks like the newer version. We could have these, however, running down here. All the way down this way. This is how far they're going to run. Worcester. We just don't have this section done. Yeah, we're kind of against the clock here, aren't we? I did do this bit though, and they seem to be behaving. That's alright, isn't it? Outside Worcester Shrub Hill there. And then we have the other one just here. What is this one? This is in Northern, isn't it? First Great Western. Should we replace this one with... It's got to be a diesel. Maybe we have it in this instead. Not right, I know. And then we'll change that other one to run it. Since this one's running First Great Western anyway, we'll just run them as GWR because it's the only train we have. And then we get rid of the older version for the newer version. Wow, what a difference that is. That's supposed to be going to Penzance. You're definitely not going there, are you? Beautiful. There we go, that kind of works. We'll change that cross-country into something different in the next episode. But other than that, I think that's good. We've updated everything. Let's go back quickly and check on... I got surprised by a few extra trains appearing. We've still got to do some trucks, and there we go, guys. Look, they're built round there. That means we can finish off today. As soon as I put these in, you know they're going to do something silly with it, don't you? Can we have the the bigger trees, please? Do bigger trees. That works. One there, one there, one there. We need one in the middle, don't we? We found out. Or I bet they're all on the skew. Although we could have them slightly curving now that I've done it like that. One there. Oh, not that one. That looks silly. That one looks better. And one there. That looks alright, doesn't it? Let's bushyify the outside. Now, hopefully, doing this, they don't then go and build on all my hard work. Hard work? Not really, is it? You know what I mean. I just don't want to have to keep repeating myself, as it were, on detailing this little section up. There we go. That hides all the uniformness, but it does at least give it a nice border as well. Let's go back to our... it's down here, actually. Farmer. And then we go for none here. Grass 5 and 6 we're having at density 4. Hopefully this all does nice things, and maybe we find out that this is what causes it. I don't think so, personally. But it's a good experiment, isn't it? Go down there, plant that. That looks nice. Go back to plan mode, do grass 5. We'll do that on the inside. In fact, we can kind of do some weird shapes, couldn't we? So it's not totally uniform. And plant that. I like it. We have grass. It's wonderful. We have it in, guys, and they've not built on there. Well, we're going to have to fill the car park out, aren't we? Not in today's episode, otherwise it's going to go on forever. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting. However, it is all done. We do have some car ones around here. We have those, they're a bit new. But there are some. What are these? Classic cars. Oh, that's nice. You can put you in. What you're going to have to do with these, there is a mod for it, but I kind of just put them in manually. You just line them up like that, spread them out. They're all turning up for some footy. They're not quite lined up right. Not that everybody parks in perfectly straight lines, do they? No, you'll have someone come up and park like this. Like, why? Why are you parking like that? Here we go. Oh, can't see because of the stadium. You just put a few in like that. Sometimes you have the same car next to each other. They're all facing... I know they're all facing the same way at the moment. You can do it like this. Oh, look at you over the line there. Cheeky. Don't do that. Get those in. And I'll finish that off. That's one of the car selections we have. We have some truck ones. We're not going to park... It's not a truck stop, is it? Where's my other cars gone? I've lost the other cars. Got more trucks. Don't know... Oh, that's that. There it is. We've got another car symbol. We've got all these as well. This is a nice little collection of them. Where you can have like little Trabants in there. There you go. Put a few of those in. Starting to fill out, isn't it? And we'll just add... I'll add a few more before the next episode. And that'll be detailed up. When we come back then, together we'll add a few trains into here, but more importantly, we'll we'll put a full stop here. Yes. And we'll put in our version of Cosford. We're going to bit of artistic license for Cosford because it's representing everything that way going through Telford. There we go. That's what we'll do next week. We'll get the route expanded and this one punctuated, and then we'll head off up to both Stafford and Stockport. Not Stockport. Well, I mean, it's sort of up that way, isn't it? I don't know now. Up to Stoke is what I meant. We'll have a nice big junction coming up there as well, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's hide the UI, shall we, and pick a place to be. Possibly one place where we get to see a nice mixture of trains. That'll be lovely, wouldn't it? Somewhere on the Cross City line is a must. How about just here? We were at Kings Norton. We did a little bit of scenery work here. We got football stadiums and buses in the background. It's quite busy. And here comes a 321 just in time. That has been episode 108. Join me next time where we'll expand the network. I promise. But until then, take care.